Pierogi? Google it. It's pierogi. Okay, Marlo, do you know what I'm sure you know what ravioli is, right? So imagine like ravioli, but it's more like a breading. Like it's more like bread rather than noodles, and inside is potato, mashed potato. That's what pierogi is. It's like potato raviolis. Even though I know that's gnocchi. You can get them with like cheese and onion. Dip them in I dip mine in applesauce. I don't know how it's done elsewhere, but pierogies and applesauce is where it's at for me. I think you just lost the crowd, AF. So I also like doing jalapeno in the pierogies. Because the place I go to, you can get jalapeno, and it's really good. Now you see, I don't eat fish, Marlo. That's the one thing I just can't get myself to eat. I've sort of been retraining myself with some foods lately, like mushrooms. But, yeah, lately, like, I've been trying to eat fish more, and every time I try to have it, I just can't do it. I don't think I'm allergic, but I just, like, taste, texture. In fact, it's like that with most seafood for me, not just fish. And I just realized I missed the entire Pine Barren section of the game. Should probably go back for that at some point. I would say it's seafood, Yukari. Eel would be seafood, not fish. Pine Barrens is pretty high on the list for me. Do I have the dynamite to get in there? I don't even have the dynamite to get in there. I have to go make dynamite. See, I might have to like develop the taste for it. Because it might be for me an acquired taste. Like something more for you eat it a lot, you get used to eating it type of thing. I've always wanted to try alligator, Marlo. It's been on my list of foods to try. Because I'm still an adventurous eater. Like, that's why I would try things over and over again. Those are probably some foods I would never eat. I don't think I'd ever eat shrimp. See, I've heard that alligator is something more along the lines of, like, chicken. Because you're not like eating the actual alligator tail. You're eating the meat inside it. Yeah, it's just something I don't think I could ever get in Michigan unless I go to like a fair or something like that. That's essentially what the Demolitionist is, Moz. I actually think it's going to get even more like that when the Inquisitor combines with it. I have not had a Kobe burger, because you technically can't get real Kobe beef in America. You can get imitation Kobe beef. I have had a bison burger before, though. That's really good. So is buffalo jerky. I understand why those were almost hunted to near extinction. I mean, that's not the reason, but I can pretend it is. See, wherever I would go, that would be the main thing I'd do. Like, or if I had people come and hang out here, it's like, museums, yeah, those are fine. Tourist traps, sure, whatever. Food? Hell yeah. It's all about the food. Pretty much everywhere. Like, I have a friend in Spain, and that's pretty much the main thing I've said. If she comes and visits me here, it's gonna be all food trips, like, every day. I'd really like to try a Kobe beef burger, like a real one. Just eat beef that's like what, Jello? Oh, okay. Yeah, Cavo's probably going to be playing the Dark Souls DLC. Here, let me link him this poll. We can get him to vote on that. Oh, it's now 8-4 Pierogies winning. So I think it's going to be Pierogies. Yeah, Yukari, I could see that. I think Kobe beef probably has a reputation associated to it. And yeah, food is one of the best ways to absorb culture. Because if I went to Spain to hang out with my Spanish friend, I would want to go to all the food places. Okay. Cevape. Did I say that right? Or is it Kvape? Minced meat. Type of skinless sausage found in countries in southeastern Europe. I'd give it a go. It actually looks really good. It kind of looks like breakfast sausage. Convo says the consensus is pierogi or a heart attack. They want you dead. See, if I drank alcohol, I'd probably try the local alcohols out, but I don't, so I don't. Why is my eye itching? Like, not my eye, actual eye, like my eyelid is itching. Glad my tornado went and got these two. And then they died. Yeah. Yeah, that would be... That would be definitely, like, on the dream job list. To just go a place to eat food. Food is like sex, but without the moral or emotional attachment. And even then, there's some emotional attachment. Now, I don't know if it'd be more or less of a mess. I guess it depends on what food you're having. Now, let's see if I survive this poison. I'll open a town portal just to be sure. And I'd also say it depends on the food, you know, for, like, level of sweatiness afterwards. So, Yukari, I've heard of this, like, morning market every Sunday morning in this place in Japan where they, like, serve freshly made fried chicken and stuff. Have you ever been there? It's kind of a newer thing, but have you ever been there? I'd have to get the video on it to get the name. It was like this thing that had like 30 vendors, and they were all selling their food and other things. Mostly food, though. And I know in Japan there's a concept about watching celebrities eat. Okay. Which is why, like, what is it? Iron Chef got really popular. That was one of the aspects of it. I don't know. I was intrigued by this idea of like 6 in the morning. You go to a food market and you order fried chicken from one of the vendors, and they actually do the entire batter, dip it in batter, flour, etc. thing right there, throw it in a fryer, and then give it to you when it's done. And you card, that actually reminds me of like the Koreans eat Western food YouTube videos. Well, there's some things you can eat with no consequences, Padma. It's just that there are some things that you have to remember the consequences that will happen if you eat a lot of whatever it is. Bloody Saint, I don't drink alcohol. The closest I get to imbibing a controlled substance is like coffee. What do I need for that other devotion shrine that's down there? I don't remember. The one in Tyrant's Hold. Does anyone have an answer quick for me? I think the key is just moderation for things that are bad for you. Yeah, it might be that. I got the one for the spider cave. Seeming Ember Scavenge Planning. Okay. That's what I was thinking in my head. I just couldn't remember exactly. I just didn't want to make 2 trips back to town for them. No, it's okay. If you like, I have no problem with someone who imbibes. I just don't like it. Crescent Moons. Go legendary. You can also just test it out. See, I've had alcohol, and I handle it pretty well. I just don't like it. Like, it's actually kind of hard to tell when I've had it, because all I am is more assertive when I have had it. And I haven't gotten, like, drunk ever in my entire life. Nor do I have the desire to actually get drunk. Hello, Massive Rhapsody. Welcome to the stream. I'll sometimes trade. Generally, though, I don't... Like, I won't be like... Generally, though, if you come in and start just begging for gear, I'll probably just kick you out. Wow, congratulations, Dan. This build's gonna do Light's Defender. I have 2 of the pieces already. I'll probably end up having to do a trade for the 3rd. Or if someone... Or, like, raid someone's shared stash. I've done that before. Thank you, Simpumbaa. It means a lot. I don't think I have the whole set, and if I did, I'd probably be building around it. Now, you can politely ask the chat to trade for it. But just keep in mind that showing up almost randomly one day and asking to trade probably isn't gonna, you know, fly well. Valdoon's set. That, rifle cadence set. Hello, Wilger of Denmark. Welcome to the stream. How are things in Denmark? I hope they're not rotten. Because usually things go south when they get rotten in that country. I'm gonna swap it out later on, Moz. It's still leveling. So, Wolf Overclocked, we're going way back. In about 2003 or 4. 2003 or 2004. In college, I took a web design course. Well, it was a required course. For, I guess it would be digital design, kind of. For websites for portfolios, for artists and stuff. It's called image making. And part of that was we had to make a website. It didn't have to be anything fancy, but it was like, you got to make a basic website for like a portfolio. So we all had to pick, you know, names. And pretty much everyone went with, you know, theirname.com. First name, last name.com. And I, at the time, being someone who was really into web design, like learning HTML code to just straight up do all the web design I could. Like basic web design. I don't even think CSS2 was out at this point. I was like, I need a name. And I was like, okay. I don't want it to be my name. That's basic and boring. And I want to kind of have it be like something I like. So I was like, okay, I like wolves. It's my favorite animal. I like computers. I was watching a lot of Tech TV at the time because Tech TV was a thing. I was like, Overclocking came on. And I was like, huh. Wolf Overclocked. And I was like, it doesn't roll off the tongue easily. And I would probably have to explain it to a lot of people, but I liked the ring of it. So I decided to go with it. For wolfoverclock.com, which still exists after like fucking a decade of being on the internet, decade and a half almost of being on the internet. Yes, Yukari, that was a Hamlet joke. Yeah, look up the Shakespeare play Hamlet, Wilger, or Vilger, depending on how you pronounce that. And hello, Gilstein. Welcome to the chat. Well, the idea behind it was so the concept behind it was like overclocking. It's pushing things beyond apparently my own site is not up right now. Yeah, fuck you, GoDaddy. I have to change that. But yeah, whenever anyone wanted an explanation for the name, I'd say, well, I like wolves. I like computers, and overclocking is taking a processor and pushing it beyond its specs. So it actually led to kind of a good story and a good, like, it led to a good name too when you really think about what overclocking is. So, and it wasn't like a pretentious artsy fartsy name too. Yeah, apparently the hosting I've been paying for the past couple years is not working. Yeah, time to go to like Squarespace or something over GoDaddy for hosting. It's gonna be a tower defense elementalist. So eventually it's gonna use mortar trap, thermite mines, wind devil, and storm totem all together. Possibly with stunjacks, because the Lights Defender set covers stunjacks. So it's going to be about throwing down the traps and basically running around. It's very similar to the Conjurer, but it's not about like lifesteal or anything like that. It's and like being a face tank. It's more about plant, run, run, and moving around my artillery. The Vilgar or Wilgar, with the V or the W start. Vinegar. Number 2. Keep the mortar trap right there. Keep him trapped in that room. Oh, damn it. He's after me now. Because you also get to do things like this. When you do tower defense builds. Yeah, it's a physical object in the game, so enemies can't run through it, really. So you get little weird quirks where you can catch enemies in doorways. My only thing is it's, like, nothing is a trap to this guy. Except maybe, the vines.